Hello, yogis. We'll begin our class today in a comfortable seated position on our mats. Lightly rest your hands on your knees and close your eyes. Just begin to tune into your breath. Notice the rate of your inhale and exhale. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for 4. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Inhale for 6. Exhale for 6. And then set your intention for your practice today. Hold on to your intention as you flow with your breath. Inhale, open your eyes, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers. Exhale, press your palms forward, round your spine. Your head is the last thing to drop. Inhale, reach up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, press your palms forward, round your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring your hands to your knees. Exhale, twist, gaze over your left shoulder, sit up tall. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Switch the crossing of your legs. Take an exhale breath. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlace your fingers, gaze up. Exhale, press your palms toward the front, round your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, bring your hands to center. Exhale, twist, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Extend your right leg to the side and bring the sole of your left foot to the inner thigh. Take an inhale here. Exhale, reach for your right shin or your right toes and send your left arm up to the sky, stretching through your side body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward. Keep pointing your right knee up toward the sky. Keep flexing through your right toes. Inhale, crawl your fingers back. Exhale, twist, bring your right hand to your knee, left hand behind you. Gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Exhale, switch sides. Extend your left foot. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inner thigh. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach for your left shin or your left toes. Your right arm reaches up toward the sky, stretching through your side body. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, crawl your fingertips forward. Keep flexing through your left foot. Keep pointing your left knee up toward the sky. Inhale, crawl your fingertips back. Exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Make your way into your tabletop. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your knees over your hips here. Inhale, arch your back. Bring your gaze forward, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Your head is the very last thing to drop. Inhale, arch, bring your gaze forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, extend your left leg back behind you. Press firmly into the top of your foot. Lean back slightly and keep the elbows bent just a little bit so that you're not locking them out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Flex your foot, keep your hips squared, keep your core engaged. You can stay right here or extend your right arm out if that feels good and appropriate for your body. Imagine there's a straight line of energy from your right fingertips all the way to the sole of your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down. Turn onto the right knee. Lift your left arm up for a modified side plank. You can keep the left foot on the ground or slowly lift your left leg up, flexing through your foot. Exhale. Slowly lower your left hand down. Come back to your tabletop position. Inhale, arch your back. Bring your gaze forward, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, come to neutral. Exhale, extend your right leg back this time, pressing into your right toes. Lean back just a little bit. slight bend in your elbows. Inhale, lift your right leg, flex through your right foot. Keep your hips square. You can stay here or extend your left arm out. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand down, roll onto the left knee, and reach your right arm up. Again, you can stay here or lift that right leg up off the ground, flexing through your right foot. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down, come back to tabletop. Flip your fingertips back towards you to get in a little wrist stretch. Maybe lean back if that feels good and appropriate for your body. And then flip your palms so that they're facing up. Sit back on your heels, interlace your fingers, and just roll your wrists in each direction. Shake them out. And then come into extended child's pose, Utthita. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. Lower your forehead down toward the ground. And sit your hips back toward your heels. And know that throughout this practice, as you flow with your breath, you can always come back to this extended child's pose anytime you need to rest. You can always skip the vinyasas or the flows, coming straight to down dog or taking a child's pose. Inhale, come to tabletop, scoot your hands about 6 inches in front of you, tuck your toes. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. You can pedal your feet out here for this first one if you'd like. Bending one knee and then the other, walking out your dog. Your feet should be hip width distance apart. Fingers spread wide. Gaze between your thighs. Slowly come to a static downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes. Exhale, melt your heels towards your mat. Inhale to your tippy toes. Exhale, melt your heels. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, melt your heels. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale, extended child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. Forehead to the ground. Come back to the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. Remember to always move with your body, your breath. Inhale to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees, walk to ragdoll, feet hip width distance apart at the top of your mat. Grab your elbows, allow your head to hang. Release any tension in your shoulders and your upper back. Inhale, slowly roll to standing, one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, roll your shoulders back when you get to the top of your mat. You can keep your feet hip-width distance apart or bring your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart, whatever's more comfortable for your body. Inhale, reach your arms up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold, hinge from your hips, bring your hands outside your feet. Let the crown of your head come towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hug your belly in, lengthen your spine, hands to your shins or the floor. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, keep the belly engaged, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, bring your gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to your plank. Lower your knees, chest and chin all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Keep your head neutral. Exhale, lower your forehead down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower. Come through tabletop. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, step back to plank. You can lower all the way or halfway down this time. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Come all the way up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your hips back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, lower halfway or all the way. Again, you can always skip this part, coming straight to down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. Send your right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, interlace your fingers, open through your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Keep your bend in your front knee. Bring your right shoulder to the inside of your thigh. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Gaze is over your right middle finger. If you glance down, you should still be able to see your right big toe. Steady breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your left hand back, right arm up, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your right fingertips toward the front of your mat as far as you can. Gently place your right hand anywhere along your shin, the floor, or a block. Your gaze is up towards your left thumb. Inhale, reverse triangle, engage your obliques, both legs are straight, sweep your right arm up. Exhale, bend your right knee, frame the foot. Either step straight to down dog, or you can take a flow here, your choice. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior one. 90-degree bend in your left knee. Heel to heel alignments. Steady breath. Inhale, interlace your fingers behind you. Open your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your left shoulder to the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, rise back to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Keep bending your left knee 90 degrees. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your left arm up. Straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Maybe you need to move your right foot in slightly. Reach the left fingertips toward the front. Place your left hand on your shin, a block, or the floor. Gaze up toward your right thumb or straight in front of you if that strains your neck. Engage your obliques. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, bend your left knee. Step to down dog or take a flow, your choice. Three deep breaths here in down dog. Imagine you're in a nice inverted V position. Inhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees for chair pose. Exhale, come to standing. Prepare for tree pose, ground through your right foot. You can come up onto your left toes, maybe stay here. Bring the left foot to the calf or the upper thigh, just avoid the knee. Your hands can be on your hips at heart center or extending up. Slowly release. Switch sides. Round through your left foot. You can bring your right knee out to the side, coming onto your toes. Maybe bring the foot to the calf or to the upper thigh. Again, just avoid the knee. And slowly release. Bring your big toes back to touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your plank or down dog, taking your flow or skipping it, your choice. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, plant your right foot between your hands. Inhale, warrior two. Heel to arch alignments. Deep breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring your right elbow to your thigh. Sweep your left arm toward the front of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, nice and slow. Flow with your breath. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle and hold. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten your right leg. Exhale, triangle pose, adjust that back foot if you need to. Option to stay here or take Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, bringing your left hand to your hip. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand out so that it's directly under your right shoulder. You can always have that right hand in a block. Flex through your left foot. Maybe rotate your left shoulder toward the ceiling. Maybe extend your left arm. Wherever you're at, inhale, bend your right knee. Step to warrior two. Exhale, frame your foot, take a flow, or step to down dog, your choice. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, plant your left foot between your hands. Inhale, rise to warrior two. Steady breath. Inhale, reverse warrior, send your left arm up. Exhale, extended side angle, bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Sweep your right hand toward the front of the room. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle and hold. Inhale, reverse warrior, straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Option to stay here, come into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, bringing your right hand to your hip, bend your left knee. Bring your left hand under your shoulder, lift that right leg, flexing your foot. Maybe rotate your right shoulder toward the ceiling. Maybe extend your right arm. Wherever you're at, inhale, bend your left knee. Come to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, step to down dog or take a flow. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, extended child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching, rest your forehead on your mats. Slow your breath. Inhale, come back to tabletop, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. You can stay here, come into Wild Thing, bringing your right foot outside your mats, reaching your hips toward the sky, reaching your right arm up toward the front. If you flipped your dog, inhale, slowly come back to three-legged dog. And we'll all exhale, place your right foot between your hands. Inhale, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, straighten your right leg, send your hips back for a variation of pyramid pose. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten your leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend your right knee, plant your left hand, reach your right arm up for a twist. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand down, lower your left knee down to the ground. And inhale, come into a low lunge. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame your right foot, come into half splits. We'll take a flow. Inhale, bend your right knee, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, straighten your right leg, half splits. You can always have blocks if you need them. Inhale, bend your right knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. This time we'll hold. Flex through that right foot and your ankle. Keep extending the crown of your head toward the front of your mat. Inhale, bend back into your right knee, tuck your left toes. Exhale, step to your down dog or option to take a flow high to low plank. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Option to stay here, flip your dog into Wild Thing, bringing your left toes outside your mat, lifting your hips, extending your left arm toward the front of your mat. Inhale, slowly come back to your three-legged dog. Exhale, we'll all plant our left foot between our hands. Take a deep inhale, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, straighten your left leg, send your hips back for a variation of pyramid pose. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend your left knee, plant your right hand, reach your left arm toward the sky for a twist. Exhale, slowly lower your left hand to the ground, lower your right knee down. Inhale, rise to your low lunge. Keep your knee directly over your ankle. Exhale, cactus your arms, open your chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach. Exhale, frame your foot. Come into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Straighten your left leg. We'll flow here. Inhale, bend the left knee, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten and hold this time in your half splits. Really flex through your left ankle and your toes. Inhale, bend your left knee, tuck your right toes. Exhale, step to down dog or take your flow. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, come to plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. And inhale, come into your Sphinx pose. Stack your elbows directly under your shoulders. Broaden through your collarbones. Your head is neutral. Feel that opening through your chest and your throat. Turn your left fingertips towards your right elbow, bend your right knee, and reach back with your right hand for your foot. You can always use a strap here. If you have the shoulder flexibility, you can always rotate your right elbow toward the sky, pressing right heel outside your hip. Slowly release. We'll switch sides. Turn your right fingertips toward your left elbow. Bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand for the inside of your foot. You can stay here, or if you have the shoulder flexibility, you can rotate your left elbow toward the ceiling, pressing on the top of your foot, bringing the heel outside the thigh. Slowly release. Lower your forehead down onto your hands or your mat. Next option, you can stick with that Sphinx pose. Coming back up, stacking shoulders over elbows. Or if you have the flexibility, you can come into your bow pose, bending your knees, reaching for the outside of your feet with your forehead still on the ground. If you can't reach your feet with your forehead still on the ground, stick with Sphinx pose. Otherwise, inhale, kick into your feet and lift up, opening through your chest. Steady breaths. Slowly release. Come into child's pose. Palms toward the sky this time. Knees together, forehead toward the ground. When you're ready, make your way into your downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, plant your right foot outside your right hand for lizard pose. Lower your left knee down to the ground. You can always have your hands on blocks here. Keep hugging your right knee in toward your right arm. You can stay up high or maybe lower down onto your elbows if that's part of your practice. Inhale, press back into your palms, tuck your left toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, plant your left foot outside your hands for lizard pose. Lower your right knee down. Keep hugging your left knee in toward your left arm. You can stay here or lower down to the elbows, only if that's comfortable for you. You can always lower down onto some blocks. Slowly press back up. Take an inhale, tuck your toes, lift that right knee up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, bend your knees. Come to ragdoll halfway on your mat. Let your head hang, grab your elbows. Maybe sway from side to side if that feels good. And then slowly come onto your bum. Bring the soles of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Let your knees press toward the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Reach the crown of your head toward the front of your mat. Inhale, come back up. Extend your right leg straight. Bring the sole of your left foot to your inner thigh. Flex your right ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach your fingers toward your right shin or your foot, bringing your forehead toward the right shin. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Switch sides. Straighten your left leg. Bring the sole of your right foot to your inner thigh. Keep flexing through your left foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, reach for your left shin or your foot. Bringing your forehead toward your shin. The crown of your head is extending toward the front of your mat. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Slowly roll down onto your back. Bring your feet hip width distance apart. And then cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Press your right knee away from you. Make sure that you're really flexing through your right ankle, excuse me, and your toes. You can stay right here or bend your left knee, hugging your knee into your chest, interlacing your fingers behind your hamstring or in front of your shins for reclined pigeon pose. Make sure both ankles are flexed to protect your knees. Keeping your legs where they are, just release the hands, bringing them out to a T or a cactus. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop your right foot all the way over to your left side. You can always plant it on a block if you need to. And bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Both shoulders are planted firmly on your mat. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, release. Bring both feet to your mat. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh. Press your left knee away from you. Keep flexing through your left foot. If this is enough for you, you can stay right here or bend your right knee, hugging the knee into your chest and interlacing your fingers behind your hamstring or in front of your shin. Nice, deep, steady breaths. And keeping your legs as they are, just release your hands. Coming into a cactus or a T, take an inhale. Exhale, drop your left foot over to your right. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And then bring your nose to your knees. And slowly release into your Shavasana, extending your legs straight. Turning your palms toward the sky. Allowing your feet to naturally roll out. And just feel your entire body being supported by the earth. And know that you have nowhere else to be but in this moment. If you have the time, I encourage you to stay here another 10 to 15 minutes. But if you're ready to reawaken, keep your eyes closed and slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps reach your arms up and point your toes for a full body stretch. Gently hug your knees into your chest. And then roll onto either side in the fetal position for a couple of breaths. Take your time, there's no rush. Gently press your way back to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat when you're ready. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining me on your mat today. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste.